Welcome back to Uncharted 3 Direct Deception. So yeah, one more puzzle for us to solve. Okay, so here's how this works. Look at how whenever I put my fire towards that thing, it lights up. That's a symbol, obviously, so obviously it has something to do with it. So let's look at these symbols.
Let me guess. This is all tied into Avery from Uncharted 4 somehow.
Oh, look at that. That symbol that I just light up is actually one of the symbols that I have in one of my hints. So that symbol is supposed to come to the right of the eagle. Okay.
If you press the wrong one, the entire place will collapse and you'll die.
All right, let's see.
I still have a bad feeling we're about to get attacked by whatever
There we go.
that
Eagle
guy
symbol.
up there.
There you go. Basically, the way this works is we can move the eagle symbol, and we're supposed to move all those 4 symbols that you see in the corners to the correct place, so that they're in the exact spot that they're supposed to be. So we know that the eagle. Hold on. Let me just. I think I'm checking right now. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's look again, I guess.
Never hurts to double check. Anyway, yeah. Basically, the eagle is supposed to be... There you go. See? This is the exact position of symbols that says on my notebook. So there you go. The eagle is in the correct position. Alright, so now we have the horse, because the horse is actually one other symbol that is on one of my hands, so obviously this is another one that we can get. Let's see. Yeah, let's check the notebook again.
And horse. I think this is telling us to comment it on Rama 1.
Yeah,
now.
the horse is 2 spaces to the left and 1 space upwards from the eagle. So yeah, it is in the right place.
Yes.
Sorry guys, the video is crapping me again.
Oh,
download
no.
it. Download it.
That
No, I'm
didn't
gonna
work
go-
last time, mobile.
Or use mobile.
I'm gonna go the mobile.
You should just start using mobile altogether at this point. Anyway,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is like one day.
it's a puzzle. I'm not really missing much personally.
anyway. and you still want to do Lady Layton for some reason.
On the mobile.
I like a challenge.
Actually, Joe, I prefer if he does it on mobile, because after experiencing a Layton game with fully uncompressed and HD, uncompressed assets and HD cutscenes, I don't want to go back to the 3DS. Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just
Jovi,
because...
you're not one of those people that think it's a mobile game, therefore automatically sucks.
No. Let's just say Ace Attorney has had a very bad history.
Oh, well, yeah, Joe, but
Ace Attorney.
I can assure you, Layton so far hasn't had that problem.
There haven't been any audio glitches like with the iOS version of Layton Brothers, has there?
Well, I've only played the Android version, so I wouldn't know.
Because Liz, thanks to his iOS version, now.
Don't worry, Joe, I've played it. It hasn't got any glitches. Anyway, what time are you guys at?
3:05, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm at 3:26.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I have long to wait.
All right then. Don't worry, Joe. Don't worry.
And click.
Don't worry, Joe. Unlike Capcom, Level 5 is apparently committed to making quality mobile releases.
Mostly.
Mostly.
Well, can you think of a mobile game in Level 5? That's
the iOS version of Layton Brothers.
But here's the thing: you're the only person that I know that has come across that problem, because everybody else that I know of.
He's not the only one I know of, though. I know quite a few friends of mine who have had trouble with the iOS version of it.
Well, I'm tempted to blame Apple, because the Android version works just peachy and everything.
Well, I guess if we're gonna blame Apple on that, I guess we might as well blame Apple on the Ace Attorney one too.
Well, but wait, isn't the Android version of the
basically? Let's finish this off. The moral of the story is it's all Apple's fault, and move on.
Well, not so much. I mean, aren't the bad sprites in the iOS trilogy are Capcom's fault? That's an actual thing with the game.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing, though. When you actually look at them on the 3DS version, they look better. The resolution is just handled terribly with iOS stuff.
Wasn't it because they improved the sprites a bit for that release?
Actually, the sprites are pretty much the same. It's just they look better on a 3DS screen for whatever reason.
It's probably
Anyway.
because since it's a lower screen, you notice the imperfections less. I guess I don't know.
No. Not even the imperfections. It's just those sprites are HD in comparison to the original sprites, but they're made for a DS resolution and better. And I guess Apple just did a crappy job handling it.
Not to mention Jova. Not to mention
Close are
Jova.
we to being done with this puzzle?
A bit. Hold on. There we go. See?
Oh, hello. All right then, let's progress, shall we? Sure. You still there?
Just burped.
Ah.
All right. Let's see what's beyond here.
Beyond
the
this
monster,
door,
isn't it?
like you
Come
unlock
on.
this door to the key of imagination.
Give us that jump scare.
Here, hold this, will you? Sure.
Plot twist: it's Elena.
Some sort of amulet.
Wouldn't that be disturbing?
I know, right?
Elena's been dead the whole time. No one been talking to the body double.
Do this right on top of
Hey, wouldn't be the first time.
Sensibilian
But
script.
Sabian script. Okay.
From ancient Yemen, all right?
So that means we have to go to.
Yeah. So yeah, everything lands us. So could it be the name of the city?
3,000 years
Oh.
ago. Without the rest of that inscription, we still don't know where to look.
Okay.
The other half is in Syria.
Of course.
To Syria, I guess.
Anyway, backtracking, sort of.
Not really, because cutscene.
I wouldn't recommend that.
You
Oh.
know, it's Hitman if he had hair.
By the way, thanks for solving those puzzles for me, so I could get here easily.
Harris, please relieve Mr. Drake.
This guy's me. Thank you for solving the puzzles for me, Pedro.
Yeah, Harris. Come get me.
Both figuratively and literally, because I had to literally share play with Dwibs so I could solve an Uncharted 4 puzzle for him.
Your friend doesn't think so.
What is it, Jova? Anything wrong?
Just waiting for that monster to come out.
Christ, how many times has Sully had a gun pointed at him?
Well, Dwibs
You kinda
kind of
shot at him,
Well,
too.
Dwibs kind of isn't it kind of part of the line of
I know,
work?
I know it comes to territory, but he must be,
There
he must
we
be sick
go.
and bored of it.
Oh shit!
Well, crud, it's not just one monster.
Carnivorous
Spiders.
insects. Look at that.
Are those fire ants?
I don't know the name, but basically they're carnivorous insects. That's all you need to know.
Carnivorous insects. Huh, weird. Normally it's just monsters.
And let me guess, the suit guy died.
Well, obviously, think of
that's
them. Think
probably
of
what-
them as piranhas on solid ground.
Yeah, again, that's why I asked if they're fire ants, but they look a little too big for the job.
Okay, so here's how this works. Okay, chapter 7. Stay in the light. That's it. There you go. The chapter name is your hint. The big thing about these bugs is that they hate light. So as long as there's light near you, you should be fine.
Oh, never mind. They're spiders, apparently.
There you go. See.
Yeah,
Basically-
I thought
Weird, though, they're
initially
making-
I thought they were scarabs.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Basically, Oh.
they're making hissing sounds.
I don't know. The game doesn't actually spell out the name of the insect itself.
No, Pedro. It literally just said to fend off the spiders
Oh, okay. Then they're spiders then.
in the instructions. As I said, it's weird because spiders don't usually make hissing sounds.
Whatever. Fictional spiders. Let's. Okay. So yeah, like I said, let's continue.
Hang on, they don't like the light. They're going right past it. Boom, 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 boom.
And meanwhile, Robinac and Douse conveniently escape through the upwards route.
Wrong game, Joe.
Well, isn't he voiced by Robinac?
It's like in Crash
and
Bandicoot.
Douse?
Instead of a boulder, it's carnivorous insects, or spiders
Oh.
rather.
Oh, so it's like in Crash to Insanity, where Cortex is running from carnivorous insects.
Sure, we'll go with that.
What isn't Cortex?
Well, I
running away
wasn't
from
trying.
in that
Well,
game?
that one wasn't made by Naughty Dog though, so I wasn't gonna assume that it was a reference to that.
Yeah, you know, Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, Traveler's Tale Locksmith did that one.
You okay?
Still hoping for that to Insanity remake.
I think that's a good idea.
Well, I'd
Well-
say that was a pleasant day.
Well,
There we go.
well, Jova. Here's the thing. After finishing the Shadow of the Colossus remake, Bluepoint said that they're already working on a brand new remake. So just cross your fingers for whatever it is.
Oh god.
I'm just
If Bluepoint actually did a remake of Crash to Insanity, that would be great because Bluepoint often does very good with their
Remasters.
when they have to fly back and forth to Oxford, though.
Dwebs, it's 2018. You are aware that you can share digital data easily via cloud storage?
I mean, heck, Dwebs, that's how a lot of voice work is.
The whole having people travel between places thing, that's no longer an excuse. You can literally record your voice acting and send it through the internet to the actual recording studio. So honestly, the whole insert X person here lives over there, that's no longer an excuse in today's age, if you ask me.
Heck.
Well, that's also
you can even try out for dubbing anime via the internet.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Exactly. So the
unions are a bit harder to get around, but anyway.
So yeah, the whole we live here thing. Sorry, we live in 2018. That
only works if you
with the
live
times.
in Antarctica.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess, but I've never heard of voice actors that come from Antarctica. Nothing. Nothing against Antarctica. Don't get me wrong. It's just that.
Unfortunately, Pedro, we couldn't afford Nolan North anymore, so we got a polar bear voicing.
Although apparently Sega has a division in Anticar, and that's where they sent Ken Bullock off to.
It's like Ben Kalo over Antarctica.
Well, I forget if that's a joke or whatnot.
Yeah, it was a joke.
All right, let's try our best to get around without being seen.
But that's exactly my point, though, Michael. You'd have to live in Antarctica to not be able to, send your stuff, and, well, nobody generally lives there. Crap. It's like the Mexican standoff in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Basically, the speculation... Oh, never mind, I guess I got caught. Basically, the speculation that's going right now... Teo's speculating that it's possibly Eco.
Someone's speculating Spyro.
The Spyro trilogy? I'm pretty sure it would be Vicarious Visions if that's happening, and not... But we'll see.
It makes you wonder, are Vicarious Visions really that well versed with Spyro? I mean, aside from...
They did. Well, they made Spyro Orange.
Oh, you mean Spyro the Cortex Conspiracy? So it's called Spyro Orange over in the UK?
No, I'll check.
To be fair, like I said, if they're able to remaster Crash Bandicoot, I see no reason why they can't remaster Spyro.
Well, here's the thing, though. Vicarious Visions actually had done some Crash Bandicoot work before working on the Insane
actually, Jova, round here, they're called Crash Bandicoot Fusion and Spyro Fusion.
Oh, how weird. And yet they are not fused together. The thing is, I don't think Vicarious has ever done a Spyro thing outside of the crossover between Crash and Spyro, and, those weren't exactly, beloved.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a shame. You'd think it would be such an easy thing. In fact, why didn't they make that a console game? That's my biggest question. Seriously, Spyro even shows up in Crash to Insanity, and that's a better crossover than the entire
Spyro's
crossover.
in that game for 5 seconds.
And yet his cameo's a lot better.
Well, it helps, Jova, that Traveller's Tales Oxford and Eurocom are both based in the UK. So basically, all Traveller's Tales Oxford did was just go to Eurocom and ask them if they can use the model.
Shame that game was rushed, but it was still pretty good. Which is why I'm hoping for
Eurocom
a
are
remake.
making Spyro a Hero's Tale that came out the same year.
Would you say a Hero's Tale really helped Spyro out after,
Jova, anything's better than Enter the Dragonfly. Yes, even Skylanders.
I agree. At least Skylanders works as intended.
He's right. The very thing that killed and mutilated Spyro is better than Enter the Dragonfly.
The only good thing about Enter the Dragonfly was the music, except the final boss music.
I'll be quite honest. I get that people are said that Skylanders apparently seems to be going out eventually since, Activision milked it dry. Let me put it like this. If Skylanders had not, used Spyro as a marketing ploy, and then,
Oh, just
hey,
sometimes
sure, you missed our entire Spyro talk, but we're back to this now.
Basically...
I missed what?
You missed us talk about Spyro, but anyway.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, basically... So yeah, in an attempt to escape from the match, unfortunately, in order to try to catch us, the bad guys decide to burn the whole thing down, so we have to try our best to escape. So yeah, this
Mind
is
you,
yet
this was
another.
after we escaped a race of man-eating spiders.
This is actually one of my favorite moments in the game because of all the stuff you have to do to get out.
And yet, sadly, no Gary Oldman to go with them.
Oh well.
Yeah, don't worry, Joe. That'll be for the Legend of Spyro.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that
that's what's actually getting a remaster, isn't it?
we don't know. We don't know
Plot
yet.
twist is Legend of Spyro. hey, you asked for Spyro. Say which.
Yeah, you asked for a Spyro trilogy remake. You didn't
Oh
say
God,
Spyro
what if it's the
original
remake?
trilogy.
What if it's a remake of the first game, which was called
Oh crap!
Skylanders?
Not this guy
Oh,
again.
You again? Take? Seriously, this guy's been kicked in the crotch, slapped in the face, kicked all over his gut, and yet he still just keeps on going.
It's a bit like Peridot in that one episode.
Yeah, you just can't get rid of her. Or Peridot in general, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, dang, I mean, Garnet must be pretty strong to approve Peridot when all else fails.
There we go. Jesus. Ugh.
And the guy was left to die in the fire.
Well, he earns one heck of a salute.
Well,
I bet he survives.
Well, he attacked. Well, he attacked first. Too bad for him.
Yeah, he deserved it.
But yeah, can you imagine?
I'm sure he still survives.
Oh boy. Yeah, can you imagine that guy is still going after all this?
Not to mention that all of these guys are trying to burn down the house and take me down with it. So excuse me if I'm not in the most generous of moods right now.
Yeah, seriously, you guys
Since
are burning an artifact. This could make so much money off of the discovery funds alone.
Yeah, since we were on like a Spyro tangent there for a bit, I'll just ask one very brief, one-word answer required question.
Well, it makes sense. There's fire, which dragons breathe.
Spyro or Crash?
Spyro.
Crash.
Sorry, Shiro, you're outnumbered.
What was the question though?
Crash or Spyro?
Like, well, which?
As in, which do you prefer?
Crash. Don't get me wrong. I like Spyro. It's just Spyro was, I don't know, something about its original trilogy, while still good overall, something about its original trilogy is a bit finicky.
I prefer Ratchet and Clank myself.
Hell, the closest Crash game
Whoa.
to having a really bad broken game is Crash Boom
Here you
Bang.
go. This particular part where you're
party games went off.
This particular part where you're climbing the stairs is one of my favorites. You'll see. There you go.
I played
Oh,
both series just
crap.
as... Oh.
Oh, come on.
It's okay, I fall up the stairs as well. As
All right.
opposed
So
to down.
in here we have to shoot these guys while Sully gets our foot out. There we
Why
go.
are you going down the stairs just to get us, idiots? The fire is down there.
They're really that committed because they know that
Where are you going?
especially because they know that Marlowe will kill them themselves. Oh, Jesus!
Yeah, you see, Pedro, if he hadn't doubled back, this wouldn't have happened.
Whoa!
Oh,
Shit!
come on.
That's
Yeah, this is all Pedro's fault.
Why is this your favorite part, Pedro?
because it's intense.
Well, it is. That's not fun for me.
There you go. Well,
It looks
Wait.
great, though.
Wait, hold on, sorry. You don't like intense moments in games, yet you're a Spyro fan.
never
I
play.
don't understand what's particularly difficult about those games.
Never play Shadow of the Colossus then, because
trying to
every
collect
fight against
everything.
every Colossus battle in Shadow of the Colossus is an intense battle of endurance.
Fury, trying to collect everything is the hardest part.
No. Let me reiterate. Sure, you don't like intense moments, and yet
Oh,
you're a Kingdom
shit.
Hearts fan. Like,
I don't know. Kingdom Hearts is very bottom match. It doesn't really require you to be.
she's talking about intense as in, scenery-wise.
What, really?
Scenery, atmosphere-wise.
I
The
guess.
things that make me paranoid, I should say.
Yeah, because I failed
So
to
what sort of
realize
stuff
what would
makes
be
you-
Kingdom Hearts making paranoid. Honestly.
So what sort of intense stuff makes you paranoid then, Shiroi?
Pretty much most set pieces I've seen in this series.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
well, remember, Jova, she also said something similar when we did our last Guardian playthrough. Every
It's
I
time.
mean, I know that's what they're going for, and good job on them, but Jesus.
So, okay. what
Shira
of
has a
the
weak
set
heart. Let's just go with that.
Okay, I get that, but again, I mean, Kingdom Hearts can have some pretty intense
No, I
sections, so... oh, actually, no. Actually, no, Pedro. Shiroi has a pretty strong heart. I mean, heck, again, remember, she is quite possibly the highest tolerance of us all. You'd have to have a pretty good heart
I
for
can
that.
tolerate a lot.
Speak for yourself. I'm kind of required by my job to have high tolerance to alcohol.
It's
Really?
not,
Wait.
not even alcohol, just high
I thought the
tolerance
job
in
just
general.
involved. Wait, hold on. I thought the job just involved serving alcohol, not drinking it.
Well, that depends, Jova. Like, obviously, yeah, being a waiter is my thing, but at the same time, it also helps to know other stuff. Like, for example, imagine if the particular restaurant you work at has a bar, you know? It also helps to know a few things about being a barman, just in case something goes up, you know?
And
If
that
I ever
involves
go- if I ever
consuming
go
the
to,
liquor.
If I ever go to Portugal, the first thing I'm going to do is find the bar, the restaurant.
And then it'll be like Indiana Jones, where Pedro's at the bar going, "Oh, so it's you," and then Dwibs comes in with the Indiana Jones outfit.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
It's fitting because that bar also got set on fire, like this house is. Again, a wonderful historical find. Wait.
Run!
What's the caster from Dark Souls doing ahead of us?
Oh shit, the
guess
tower is coming down! It's Bayonetta all over again!
I guess the best way I could put it really
Fuck.
is that there's no
My bad there.
breathing room.
I'll get you a bit of
Anyway,
the
you were saying, Shiro?
Yeah, I was saying, the best way I could put it is that there's no breathing room, like in these 5 minutes.
Well, that's kind of the
Well,
whole point.
Well, isn't that like what the Zemnis fight is in Kingdom Hearts 2, though? No breathing section for that, especially that end with the button mashing.
You're talking about which
really,
which
'cause-
Xenos fight? The one from Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix? Or...
I said the one from Kingdom Hearts 2. The
honestly.
final one.
Oh, the data one? I don't know. I still...
Boss fights are a bit of a different thing as
The-
well. I can
the-
at least run around there.
Data Luxord is probably the one that's the hardest for me.
Oh, I get it now. So basically, Shiro, your weakness is, intense
Anyway,
set pieces
cutscene
where
now.
you're-
So.
Yes, I need a little bit of room to think.
And this cutscene is
Okay.
important, so hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
You alright?
I'm getting too old for this.
Just swell. Here, just give me a sec. You always seem to forget. I got 25 years on you.
Yeah.
Come on, Sully, you're strong as an ox.
Anyway, what's the hurry? They think we're in that.
Are you sure?
Guys, I found them! Ah, shit.
Sure.
I gotta say, I'm losing the plot here. Remind me again.
I don't know. I'm following it pretty well.
Yes, there you go. Here's where this is one of the primary theme of the story comes into play.
These guys
So it's me when I'm so it's me while I'm watching Interstellar or something like
I'm
that.
losing the.
He's talking
Yeah,
about
that's-
rolling over.
Oh,
Acting like you're ready to lay down and die. All right?
it's ironic.
Yeah, here you go.
I've had you back for 20 years.
Oh,
I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, at this point, obviously, yeah.
I just want to make sure we're
but
doing
Sully, aren't you coming back for Uncharted 4? Your actor's listed.
tangled up in this thing. It's making you reckless. I taught you better than that. Don't get
True.
yourself killed.
And yet again, you're returning for Uncharted 4. Seriously, cast listing spoils that stuff. Although,
Also, yeah, even though Sully is pretty strong, all things considered, there's nothing that can really stop the natural aging.
Not to,
Process.
unlike being more experienced, Sully is much more mindful of this kind of thing, about thinking about the consequences before you act. Whereas Nate, of course, is a bit hot-headed in this, so obviously he would be a lot. So Sully is trying to call him to reason. Look, are you sure we're doing this for the right reasons? So this is this is the first time
This
ever in the
is,
series where Nate gets confronted with his own ideals, in the sense that what exactly is the point of me going down for these treasures, and how far will I go
Is it
to do
worth
that?
A few more hours
Yeah, exactly.
before buses start showing up.
Uncharted 4 will also expand upon this.
Chain's been cut.
Okay, so we know we're not the first ones here.
Yeah, as long as Marlowe and Talbot think we're dead.
Talbot.
Surprise. Let's not waste it.
True, yeah.
So we sneak in, we find out where they're holding Chloe and Cutter.
If
And then they get caught.
Full Sully.
I'm just saying, these guys don't seem like the
And then they get caught.
Let's just go with best case scenario for now, okay? We rescue Cutter and Chloe. The four of us just sneak.
Alright, Cutter and Chloe are kidnapped.
Well, no, actually, no. They just got here before us because, remember, we split up. Chloe and Cutter came to
Well-
here, whereas
Well, Nate just said we'll rescue Cutter and Chloe.
again, that was the worst case scenario that he was positing, Jova. They were
So
all
it's
confessing.
obviously what's gonna happen. I mean, come on, that's how it often goes with Uncharted.
Anyway, chapter 8, the Citadel.
Up this way.
Yeah.
Sunset Vista.
Right, sit tight.
All right. Sit tight.
Come on up, Sully. It's clear.
Thank goodness there's no snipers hiding in the dark.
Yeah, that would be nasty, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it would be
I'm pretty
nice.
sure I'm pretty sure this will be a nice, smooth mission.
You know, it'd be nice.
What?
Is that they do something like what the 3D Mario games do, and like, you know, give a little bit of a drum beat or something whenever enemies are nearby to let you know when one is. Like they give you a little drum tap, like.
Well, they do
whenever
that
you walk
every time.
to a certain enemy.
Well, they do that every time there's a battle section. Greg Edmonds' music starts playing.
Oh no! When it's like when they go like, well, you know, do the drum beats like when you're.
God.
Wow!
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you, platforming remnants.
You were saying?
Yeah, it's like, well, you know, like maybe change up, like you know, so slightly remix the tune. I mean, to show that danger is near, or you know, something particular is going on.
Sure.
You know, like, well, imagine, like, well, every time you walked onto an enemy, there'd be a massive drum beat or something.
Well, in that case, Jove, I can tell you that you're probably going to love the Shadow of the Colossus soundtrack because the subtle intricacies in those tracks is regarded as makes it one of the best soundtracks in gaming history.
Yeah.
It's not even just because of the melodies themselves. It's the way Kootani it's the way Kootani orchestrated. Let's just say, Jova, the music is also part of the storytelling, and you'll see how when we get to it.
It's a shame it's It's a shame it's so foggy, though. You know, I think Shadow Colossus could use a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sadly, though, no remake has been announced yet.
What are you talking about, Jova? I've already mentioned that remake. I don't even know what you're saying.
Well, Pedro, that would mean time Well, Pedro, wouldn't that mean you'd have caused the time paradox then?
No, there's no paradox. The time this goes live, the remake is already out. Remember?
Are you?
We are from the future.
Yes, I guess
guys
we're
are
from.
idiots. You caused the time paradox.
No, it's not. Remember, Dwez, we're just supposed. It's another thing that's not supposed to be mentioned, not the remake. We're fine. Don't worry.
You just mentioned it.
Well, we did it anyway.
No, it's. Anyway, moving on.
Congrats, Pedro. Well, should we just drop the charade now?
What? Hold on.
Oh crap! A grenade.
Hold on.
Oh, grenades. Those are fun.
We just killed Ocelot, didn't we?
Wrong series, I think.
It's one way to cause a time paradox.
There's more than one way to cause a time paradox.
You see, around this time, Naked Snake killed Ocelot, and that's what triggered Pedro to let slip that a remake of Shadow of the Colossus is out in a time that we don't know yet.
Okay, we get it now. Sorry.
What?
Read the chat, Jova.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, so let's see if.
Pedro's wasting
headshot.
valuable
Headshot. Fuck. Come here, you asshole.
I want to kill you.
You could just shoot him in the back. That would be artistic enough.
Sorry, Jova. This is how I was trained. Headshot.
Yeah, but trying always to go for a headshot will sometimes get you killed.
Well, so does the other options. I mean, so what's your point?
Well, what I'm saying is that when you try and go for a headshot, you leave yourself open because of how you have to aim. Whereas, say,
The headshots are fun.
Well, of course they're fun, Shirley. That's why I'm going to pull off quite a bit in War for Cybertron.
Come on.
Okay, come on.
In fact, funnily enough, sometimes the characters have special dialogue for when they pull off a headshot at just the right point to go with a gut scene or dialogue.
Come on, help me with this.
Either they didn't get past her, or they fought to lock the door behind them.
Alright, there we go.
Also, Shiroi, Forlorn and Misery, we're in a medieval castle, your worst nightmare in video games.
Oh, nice. Anyway, see you for the next part, everybody.
See you for the next part, where Shiri won't be joining us because it's medieval.
I'll be joining us.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.